say you should try to find yourself.
A new year, new opportunities to be the absolute best that you can be. Research shows that happy people live longer and are more successful. Yes, and it's not the other way around, are more successful. So, be happy and the good things will follow. Put a smile on your face. That's the first step to making yourself happy. And the second step, it's movement. Movement! Move your body, whatever it is. Go for a walk today. Do whatever, do your yoga. I am glad you're here to do your yoga with me, allowing me to do my yoga with you. Hi, I'm Jan. This is 316 Yoga. This is your yoga from home. This is the no intimidation zone. You do it your way, no other way. No other way is right, as long as you don't hurt yourself. Be gentle with yourself. This is a strength and balancing practice. We practice every single day for 1 hour. You think, oh, that sounds so long. We practice for 1 hour. You can stick around for just 10 minutes if that's what you need to do. But the big thing is modify the practice. Do what is right for your body. Don't worry about going into crazy handstands or whatever. If child's pose is the one for you, stick with it and stay with it. Take something to a lesser percentage. With just whatever you do, don't hurt your body. We'll be in and out of poses quickly, so don't feel like you're left behind or, oh, I can't do it. Just do what you can. Every day our practice is different. Every day your body's different. That's for sure, right? So I'm going to take it a little easy today, just kind of easing into the new year. All our practices fit together to make you the best that you can. Just chill out, enjoy, and be at peace. Earlier on during the little countdown, I was using a chair. If you want to sit in a chair, you can do your yoga from your chair. Easy peasy. It works. It works as wonderfully as if you're standing. Don't sweat it. Make it work for you. Couple yoga blocks, a yoga strap, have some water nearby. Don't hurt. Let's go. All right, we're going to come up to a standing position. We always just kind of want to warm up a little bit. You could stay seated in your chair if you want, but try to stand up. Remember to have your water nearby. So I'm going to stand up. Like I said, you can sit in your chair if you want. Lock in a stress number on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 to 10. Where are you today? What's going on? Give it a number, because we're going to come back to that in a moment. Take a stance of confidence. So spread your legs a little bit, feet a little wider than hip width distance, hands on your hips, elbows back, chest is lifted, and take that pose of confidence. Superman, Wonder Woman, you got it going on. Take a deep breath in. And a sighing breath out through your mouth. Let it go. Even this pose, don't you feel better already? Be large and in charge. Chest is lifted. Breathe. Take a deep breath in. Another breath out through your mouth. We're going to come to locking our breath in Ujjayi Pranayama breath in a bit. But in through the nose for now. And out through the mouth. All right, you're on your feet. Maybe your chair is nearby for balance, or maybe you're holding on to the wall. That's okay. Come on up to the balls of your feet. So just lift and lower a little bit or a lot, maybe high up onto the balls of your feet and hold it there. You decide. Breathe. So build the strength in your feet. Hold on, be strong. Chair is great here, no sweat. All right, and then come on down to your heels, lift your toes up and give your toes a wiggle. So just find at the sides of your feet as well. Wiggle from side to side and just tell yourself and find for yourself your firm foundation in your feet. Plant your feet, maybe bring them in a little bit more, lift your arms up high to the sky. This is your extended mountain pose. We'll come back to this multiple times in today's practice. Spiral your pinkies in a little bit toward midline. Palms are close by, faced toward the midline of your body. Lengthen up through your fingers. Oh, feel that lengthening even in your hips as you're solidly grounded into your feet. Lengthen up and soften your shoulders just a little bit. This is your extended mountain pose. Interlace your fingers, send your palms up toward the sky. Now start to sway gently from side to side. This is your palm tree pose. So it's lateral flexion, sideways movement of your spine. Breathe in, sigh it out. All right, here's my word. The word for today, my word for the year, is the word less. All right, less. What? Why less? Less, do more with less. Scale back. You know how to do that. Eat less, drink less. Oh, just less stress, less worry. You all have enough. You have enough that right now, don't worry about getting more. I'm on a little Amazon fast this month too. No Amazon for me. Lift up through your palms, release your hands, let them float down by your sides, and then do a baby back bend. Push into your low back, squeezing your elbows to the back of the room. Look forward, look up to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Remember to push your hips forward. Maybe look up to the sky right overhead as if a raindrop were going to fall right between your eyes. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now move forward. As you exhale, hinge forward and come forward, allowing your chest to come towards your thighs. Arms hang toward the earth. Decompress your back. Put a gentle bend in your knees if that feels good. Eyes open or closed. You decide how you want to use your eyes in your practice. Closing the eyes challenges your balance a little bit more. Keeping the eyes open allows you to feel safe and secure and grounded. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, think about it. We've moved the spine 4 different ways. Sideways, left and right, forward and back. All those different planes of motion. Let's roll on up. One vertebra stacks on top of the other. Bring your chin off of your chest last. How do you feel? All right. Tee out your arms. Let's get into the shoulders. Adjust your feet so you feel comfortable there. And draw some arm circles. Arms extended. Fingers tracing little circles on the sides of your room. Now, make the circles bigger. You can make them smaller if that feels good. But the bigger you make them, the more you're getting into the elbows. I'm going to start bending the knees too, and then straightening the knees. So wake up the knees. You may not like that to begin, but as long as it doesn't hurt, continue. All right, so bend the knees a little bit or a lot, you decide. Now your arms, you've been circling them one way, circle them in the opposite direction. Squat a little bit lower maybe. Yeah, you're doing a squat. But you know what? You're bending your knees. You got to use your knees, right? Use them. Use it or lose it. All right, keep swinging, keep bending. You got it. Let's come on up to standing. How do you feel? How do your shoulders feel? How are your knees feeling? All right, standing, nice and solid. Let your arms come down by your sides. Big coat swing. I love this one. Here's a twist. Look over one shoulder, then the other. The ticket here is to keep your arms soft, shoulders soft, arms hanging down heavily by your side, and you are really twisting. And again, here's that opportunity to either open or close the eyes as you challenge your balance. And just deepen that twist. You just want to feel a controlled twist in your waist, like you're wringing out a washcloth. Imagine that feeling. Breathe. As you exhale, you can maybe deepen your twist a little bit more. Let's slow it on down. Come back to the midline of your body. Adjust your feet so you feel comfortable and secure. Hands to opposite elbow creases. Think of that old I Dream of Jeannie TV show. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hinge forward. Hinge forward, you're holding on to opposite elbows. Feet, wiggle them a little further apart maybe so they're hip width distance. Let your knees have a little bit of a bend in them. I think that feels nice. Draw your chin towards your chest and your gaze back towards your knees. Think of your spine elongating. Think of your low back as all the pressure there releasing. Give it a little wiggle, move from side to side, and then start to gently sway your elbows, one back toward one knee, other back toward the other knee. Let it go. Loosen your neck. Don't hold on to your neck. Let your head hang heavy as the crown of your head is toward the earth. Gentle sways, maybe eyes open or closed. And there you go. Come back to the midline of your body. Just hang out here for a moment. Maybe lift your toes and give them a gentle little wiggle. Breathe in. When you take a full lung-filling breath in, your chest kind of comes off of your thighs. And as you exhale all the air out of your lungs, feel, the belly deflate and your gaze come down toward the earth even more. As you're ready, if you're ready, let's bend our knees and come on down to your mat. Let's come into that child's pose. All right, here's where you can change your breathing if you want to. Here's the deal. Child's pose, great pose to get into your head. So knees can be together, big toes touching. Come on down, hips back toward your heels. You can use a block or 2 or 3 or whatever size block you want, full size or half size. Bring your head to your block, sink your bottom back towards your heels, arms down by your sides, palms face up, shoulders away from your ears. Here is a classic child's pose on the block. Don't want to use the block? Just bring your forehead down to the ground. Ooh, that ground is farther away than you think. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Classic child's pose. I'm going to take the alternative. That's a wide-legged child's pose. Knees spread wide, hips back to your heels, arms reach long to the top of your mat. Bring your head down to your block like you did earlier or to the mat. Breathe in, breathe out. Let it go. This is your extended child's pose. Either one is great. Now close your lips and breathe in and out of your nose if that suits you. Listen to the sound of your breath in the back of your throat. It allows you to focus more deeply inward. Breathe in. Breathe out. Really try to empty all the air out of your lungs. You feel like your tailbone goes even farther back when you really empty your lungs out. That's called your Ujjayi pranayama breath with the lips closed. If it doesn't suit you, if you don't like it, don't do it. Just breathe deeply and pay attention to your breath. If your breath gets shallow, it means you're working too hard. You need to back off a little bit. Your child's pose is a great pose in which to stay or in which to come back to if you feel like you need to take a little break. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel the lengthening in the thighs, the nice bend in the knees, the nice extension in the ankles and the shoulders. Breathe in. Soften in the jaws as you breathe out. Let it go. All right, let's come out of our child's pose if you're ready to. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Bring your knees back into alignment in a natural position. Tuck your toes towards your shins and send your hips high for a downward facing dog. In a downward facing dog, bring your feet so they're about hip width distance apart. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Look back toward your knees or even up toward your belly button. Heels are slightly lifted. Now let's extend through the foot and draw one heel closer to the earth, then the other. The foot that is not going toward the earth, bring it up onto the balls of the feet. Your neck should be loose. Shake it out a little bit. Pedal it out. Move your hips. Don't worry about that. Press hard into your hands. Your arms are shoulder width distance apart. You got strength and support there. Breathe. Still your feet. Walk your feet up to meet your hands or your hands back to meet your feet. Roll your spine up one vertebra at a time. We did that earlier too. So now that you're back to standing, bring your hands to prayer center. Close your eyes if you can. No problem having that chair there. Lengthen up. And soften up. Hands are at prayer center. Eyes are closed. This is your moment of peace, your moment to set your little intention for your practice. Maybe it's, I'm good, or I can do this, or I'm here for a new me. I'm starting off my new year really super great, and I'm doing good things for me. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's go into our sun salutations. Hello to Tammy, Diane, Marietta, Liz, Betty, Stan, Rena, Tina, Tim, Scott, Steve, Kelly, Becky. How are you? Hi, Lori. Good job. Let's go, guys. All right, lift your arms up. Extended mountain pose. Reach through your fingertips. Breathe. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Take another deep breath in. Extended mountain. Exhale, hands to prayer center, fold forward. As you fold forward, your fingers come toward the earth. Take a halfway lift. As you inhale, just come halfway up. Bring your hands to your shins, your knees, whatever it takes to create a flat back. Let the crown of your head go to the front of the room. Let your tailbone go to the back of the room. There you go. There's your halfway lift. Take a deep breath in. And your exhale. Bring the hands on down. Walk your hands forward. You could be seated in a chair right now doing very similar poses. It's up to you. Step your feet back. Hinge your weight forward. Chaturanga Dandasana. You can start in a high plank or you can take it on your knees. Take it easy, right? No rush, no worry, no hurries. Press your feet, tops of your feet into your mat. Your arms are extended long. Then bend your elbows and come on down. Hands are shoulder width distance apart. Hover above the earth. Press into your hands. Lengthen on up. Chest is forward. Think like an upward facing dog pose. If you're not on your knees, you can take your upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Tuck your toes. Send your hips high. Downward facing dog. Pedal it out. We've been here before. Let's do it again. Walk your feet to meet your hands, or your hands back to meet your feet. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Lengthen up. Exhale, hands to prayer center, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Remember, your back is nice and flat. Lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Air comes out of your belly. Hands walk forward. Step it on back. You can do your high plank or take it on your knees. Low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog, pressing the tops of your feet into your mat, lifting your chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips go high, pedal it out. Shake your neck and breathe. One more time, walk your feet up to meet your hands or your hands back to meet your feet. Inhale, halfway lift, extend through the crown of your head. Exhale, fold forward. Really try to fold in half. Inhale, arms sweep up. Come back to that extended mountain pose. Lengthen, look up, reach up, take a baby back bend. Reach your fingers toward the back of the room, your shoulders, find that mobility there. Inhale, back up to extended mountain. Exhale, hands to prayer center, fold in half. Inhale, halfway lift. Squeeze your shoulders together, back is flat. Exhale, walk your hands forward. Come into your pose of choice. Maybe you stay in a down dog. Maybe you hinge forward to a high plank. Maybe you take it on your knees. It's up to you. High plank to low plank. Hug the elbows in if you like. Tops of your feet, press into the mat as you straighten your arms and come to an upward facing dog. Remember, down on the knees is always an option. Upward facing dog. Tuck your back feet, flip your hips, send your hips up, and take your downward facing dog. Pedal. Breathe. You got it. Walk your feet to meet your hands. Walk your hands back to meet your feet. You make the call. Inhale, arms sweep up. Extended mountain. How are you doing? Lengthen. Breathe. Oh, put a smile on your face. It feels good to move, doesn't it? Lengthen. Exhale, hands to prayer center. Take a deep breath in, Samastitihi. You're coming back to that pose where you created that little mantra where you said, here's what I think about myself today. I'm strong, I'm flexible, I'm mobile, I'm capable. You call it, but make it positive. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. All right, send your arms back up to extended mountain. Stretch and lengthen a little bit more. Reach on up, maybe come on up to the balls of your feet, and then down to your feet. All right, settle in, root your feet, lengthen up, extended mountain. Let's do chair pose. Bend your knees so they're comfortable. You could be seated in your chair. It's all good. Maybe bend your knees a little bit more. You make the call. From this position, it's called a chair pose, right? Sitting back down. Send your bottom toward the back of the room. Sink a little lower. Use your arms as a counterbalance. Reach your arms more forward. Sink your weight a little bit lower. Maybe weight into the heels, and you can wiggle your toes a little bit. Lengthen through your fingers. Settle on in. Hold here. You're strong. Stay strong. Hold it. Chair pose. Let's now go into a sun salutation B. Bring your hands to prayer center. Straighten through the legs and fold forward. Let your arms hang down toward the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to your shins. We've been here before. Squeeze your shoulders back. Lengthen through your tailbone and the crown of your head. Exhale, fold forward. Walk your hands forward, Chaturanga Dandasana. You've done this. Take it your way. I'm gonna go high plank to a low plank, press the earth away, come to an upward facing dog. Remember your knees, you can always stay down on those. Chest is forward, flip your feet, come on up to a down dog. Pedal it out. Now let's kick the right leg high to the sky. Sweep it through to a low lunge. As you come into that low lunge, right foot is pointing forward. Back foot, let's come rise on up and plant the back foot. So it's at a 45 or 90 degree angle, whatever works for you. Bend into the right knee, knee over ankle. Settle in here, nice and straight. Tee out your arms, lengthen up through the crown of your head. Exhale, settle in. Maybe wiggle your right toes more to the front of the room as you just nestle on down a little bit more. Hold firmly here. Now here's a hard step. Squeeze and hug the mat together with your inner thighs. So imagine you're trying to crumple your mat in the middle. Breathe in, settle in, breathe out. Turn your head to the right, look over your right middle finger. Turn your right head a little bit more, your right head. Turn your head to the right a little bit more. Exhale, reach, reach, reach forward. Then tick-tock like a clock, your arms, 6 and 12. Keep that right knee over the right ankle, right arm faces down, left arm faces up, look up. Reach your left fingers to the front of the room. Reverse warrior. So come on up to standing. Take that right arm, sweep it up to the sky, left arm slides down your back, left thigh. Reach, maybe reach to the back of the room. When you're ready, cartwheel your arms. Surround the right front foot. Right foot goes back to meet the left. You can do a Chaturanga Dandasana here if you like, your way. Take it any way you like. Let's go. And then finish up in downward facing dog. In your down dog, remember, pedal your feet. That always feels good. And stretch out your feet. All right, still your feet. Left leg kicks high. Sweep it through, low lunge. Rise on up and take the warrior two position on this side. All right, right foot is down, 45 degree angle or so. Left foot, toes wiggle forward. Gonna try to get this left thigh more parallel to the earth. Arms tee out, hug that mat, lengthen through the crown of your head, put a smile on your face. Exhale, soften into it, no stress, no worry. Look to the left, reach to the left. Tick-tock 6 and 12, look up. Maybe reach forward with the right hand. Reverse warrior. Right arm down, left arm lifts high. Maybe it reaches a little to the back of your room. Exhale, cartwheel your arms. Hands surround the left foot. Left foot goes back to meet the right. Press the hips high, down dog. Walk your feet to meet your hands or your hands to meet your feet. Arms sweep up as you inhale. Extended mountain. Bend the knees, chair pose, Utkatasana. Remember, you could be seated in a chair. Your bottom could be literally on the chair. You can still do the moves. Breathe. Sink low. Reach. Sink lower. Reach. Sink lower still and hold. Chair pose. Hands now to prayer center. Straighten the legs and fold forward in half like a paperclip. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen through your spine. Exhale, plant your hands on your mat, and let's come into your Chaturanga Dandasana. Remember, some of them I took them on the knees, arms are straight, lengthen up, bend the elbows, come on down to your belly maybe. Press into your hands, upward facing dog. Tuck your back toes, hips go high, downward facing dog. Pedal it out and breathe. When you're ready, left leg kicks high. Sweep it through. Oh, nope, right leg kicks high. Sweep it through, low lunge. Rise on up to your warrior two pose. Feet are planted, knee over ankle. Pull the mat together. Arms tee out, look right, reach right, tick-tock, look up, maybe reach a little more. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right arm high, left arm low, reach. Exhale, cartwheel your arms, Chaturanga Dandasana. Right foot meets left. Take it from your high plank to your low plank. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Pedal if you like. Feels good in the feet, enjoy it. When you're ready, left leg kicks high. Sweep it through, low lunge. Rise up, plant your feet good and solid and strong. From the foundation up, warriors are strong. Bend your knee over left ankle. Arms tee out. Lengthen up, look left, reach left. Tick-tock, 6 and 12, reach some more. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left arm high, right arm slides down the thigh. Reach to the back. When you're ready, cartwheel the arms, Chaturanga Dandasana. Left foot meets right, maybe high plank, maybe you go back to down dog, maybe high plank to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal it out and shake your neck. Maybe march it out a little bit. Really move the knee, move the foot, enjoy the movement. Bend your knees so both knees are hovering just above the earth. Hinge your shoulders more forward so your shoulders are over your wrists. Hold it here. And then let's finish. Come on down to your knees. Grab a drink if you like. How are you doing? I'm gonna grab a drink. All right, ease into the new year. If you can't do it all, who can do it all? Nobody can do it all. It's an illusion. All right. So if you would, Dwayne, would you move that sign so I can see the clock, please? All right, so you want to keep us on time, right? 1 hour. Okay, all right, so you did your Sun A, you did your Sun B. Awesome work there. You may not be where you want to be yet. You may think, oh, I can't do it, but you're getting closer to where you want to be. In this practice, you're getting closer today than where you were yesterday. You're closer now after these 15, 20 minutes into it than you were before you started, and you're starting and you're doing. Stick with it, be persistent, be consistent. All right, 3 little core things, let's do them. Come on down, do you get a drink of water? All right, let's bend our knees. Soles of the feet together to touch. Knees open wide. If you're in that chair, you're golden. If you're in the chair, start to lift one leg, then the other. Whoo, just feel that in your hip flexors. And then you can do your crunches, just like we're gonna do with our upper body. All right, I'm gonna have the soles of my feet touch, pinky edge side of my foot on the mat. Knees open wide, hands to prayer center, lengthen up through the crown of your head. And as you are ready, exhale, slowly come on down to your mat. Take it as slowly as you can, as slowly as you like, but stay in control. All right, bend your knees a little more, bring your heels up closer to your groin if that feels good. If it doesn't feel good, skip it, don't do it. Work them away so it does feel good. Elbows bent, fingers lightly to your temples. Send your elbows closer to the earth so your chest is lifted. Breathe in, sigh it out. Out of your mouth, let some heat go. Now when you're ready, on the next exhale, lift your shoulders up. Let your chin go up toward the sky, and then come on down as you inhale. Exhale up, inhale down. You exhale on the up because your belly, there's less, no air in the belly. You've exhaled and you can lift a little higher. Try to do it the opposite. It's hard. Lift and lower. These are your little Supta Baddha Konasana sit-ups. Let's finish them. Come on down, all the way down. Shoulders down, you're reclined. Now your legs. Let's do bicycle. Move your legs so the soles of your feet are on your mat. So you're comfortable here. You could bring your fingers back to your temples. You could lift up out of the shoulders and work opposite elbow toward opposite knee. Try that on for size. If that doesn't feel like what you want to do today, keep your shoulders down. Lift your legs on up. Have your knees over your hips. Maybe bring your hands to your hips and then, like you're riding a recumbent bicycle, drive through your heels. Heel extends while the other leg bends. You can really feel your tailbone now plugged into the mat. Know that feeling, because a lot of times we say, let your tailbone come down to the mat. So really feel that end of your spine in the mat in your reclined bicycle. Add it all together if you want. Elbows bent, fingers lightly to your temples, and then opposite elbow, opposite knee as you ride your bike. If you like, straighten your legs and scissor kick them. That's a fine option too. Let's finish here. Come all the way down. Extend your legs long. Lift your arms up to the sky. Reach through your fingertips. Point through your toes. Stretch it out as you become a big number 1. That's the person you need to take care of first. Stretch, reach. You've got it. Stick pose. It's very comfortable, isn't it? I hope it's comfortable. Bring your biceps closer to your ears. When you're ready, let's come into a boat pose. This one's a bit of a challenge. Kind of fun, too. But know if you have osteoporosis or osteopenia, check with your doctor. Your doctor might say it's not a good idea to rock on your spine, but you find out and then join us if it's all right for you. I'm gonna take the hands behind the knees, and now I'm gonna rock and roll up. All right, so have some fun here. Rock and roll like you're about to do a somersault or a backflip, whatever it was you did a few years ago. All right, roll and rock and roll. Let it feel good. Give yourself a back massage. Let's finish here. Come on up to seated, but lean your shoulders back. Send your shoulders back, little to no weight in your feet. Maybe both feet lift, maybe both legs extend, maybe knees straighten, you decide, but hold on here as if you're in a recliner of a beach chair. Arms can release from your legs, that's the hard part. Reach and extend. Other days we use a strap. Come back another day, I'll show you how to use this strap. Arms lift, knees bend slightly, hold on here. Hold it or straighten it up, your call. Hands to prayer center. I'm gonna put the knee back, the bend back in my knees and row the boat. One elbow one side, other elbow other side, like you're rowing a boat. Enjoy your rowboat pose. All right, let's finish. Hug your knees in, wrap your forearms around your shins, lengthen up through the crown of your head. Little yoga ball, maybe come up onto the toes of your feet, maybe lean back and find balance here. Maybe draw your gaze, your chin, your forehead towards your knees and hold still in your little yogi ball. Feet plant, crisscross at the ankles. Plant your hands and let's come back to a downward facing dog pose. In your down dog, been here before, pedal it out, shake your neck and enjoy. Breathe in. Breathe out. Still your feet. Walk your feet up to meet your hands or your hands to meet your feet. Let's do a gorilla pose. All right, hands, your palms. Take them in front of your feet and slip your hand under each foot so your toes are almost touching your wrists. So you're essentially standing on your feet. All right, send your elbows to the side of the room and pull. Pull the elbows to the side of the room, fold in half a little bit more. Breathe. Release your hands from underneath your feet. Wiggle your fingers, ooh, especially if you had rings on. That's a tough one. When you're ready, let's put a bend in our knees. Put a bend in your knees and rise on up in your shoulders. Lengthen up, hands to prayer center. Hold here, so you're essentially in a chair-like pose. Let's take this to a little prayer twist. Hands or feet are about hip-width distance apart, so they're right under your knees. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Hands are at prayer center. Let your left elbow come to the outside of your right knee. Now your left knee is going to want to pop forward. Bring it back so both knees are in alignment. Press into your palms. Send your right elbow up to the sky. You're looking at your feet. Now look a little to the right. Inhale, find length in your spine. Exhale, twist and look to your hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist a little more. Push into your hands. Look up towards your right elbow or look over your right shoulder. Open up your arms. So your left hand goes down, your right arm goes up. Big twist. Great for golfers, right, Betty? All right, hands back to prayer center. Come back to the midline of your body. Your knees are working. Oh my goodness, but your mind is off of them. It's like when we do toes pose other days. You're not thinking about it. Those big quads, the glutes, they're staying strong. Hands to prayer center. Sink it back. Breathe in. You can be doing it in a chair, remember. Take the right elbow this time outside of the left knee. Hands are stacked, elbows are stacked. Lengthen and twist to the left. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist to the left. Do it again, a little bit more, a little farther, maybe. On that exhale is when you want to twist. Finish. Hands back to prayer center. Straighten the legs, fold forward, shake your neck, loosen it up. Inhale, rise on up to take your extended mountain pose. In your extended mountain, send your arms high, lengthen up. Exhale, let it be. Take a big step forward with your right foot. Let your hands float down to prayer center. Tell yourself something good about yourself. Hold on here. When you're ready, let's bend in both knees. Right knee bends, left knee bends. Work that left knee toward the mat. Right knee is over the right ankle. Hold on here in your lunge. Hold on here. You can always come down to the back foot or back knee if that feels better. No sweat. Make it work for you. I'm going to stay high on this back knee. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Settle in from your waist down. Just settle in. Be good and strong. On your next inhale, sweep your arms up high to the sky. Take a baby back bend. Inhale, hands come back to prayer center. Remember that twist? Let's do it again. Left elbow outside of the right knee. Hands stacked, elbows stacked. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Lengthen and twist. Come back slowly to prayer center. Let the back knee come down if you're not already on it. Hands inside the right foot. Wiggle your right toes to the top right corner of the mat. We're going to take a runner's lunge. So right here, it's kind of like a lizard lunge, right? You feel like a lizard, one leg really far forward to the other. Plant your hands on your mat. Send your left leg super long on your mat. Top of the left foot is on the mat. You can stay right here and hold here. Use a towel under your back knee if it doesn't feel good. You could use the blocks to bring the ground up to you. You want a nice big stretch in your hips. Maybe wiggle the toes a little more to the top corner of the mat. I'm going to open up onto the pinky toe side of that foot. Press into the mat or your blocks. Use a block, and here's something else you could do. Bend your elbows and bring your forearms down to that block. Hold it here and breathe. You could ditch that full-size block, go to a half-size block, so it brings you a little closer to the earth. You can ditch all your blocks and come all the way down to your mat. It's up to you. Use the blocks appropriately. Press into your hands. Send your right foot back to meet your left and come into your side plank. All right, lots of ways to do it. Stay down on your left knee. Big thing here is the shoulder. Left shoulder is over the left wrist, nice and straight for alignment. You can be on that back left knee. Right leg can extend long. Right arm can go up to the sky. You can lift the leg. Totally fine. Another way you could take it is to have the legs both long, and they can be kind of side by side, like a little kickstand. There you go. Or glue the ankles together, lift the right arm up, and try to look up to your right hand. Hands come down, you go back to that familiar downward facing dog. When you're ready, kick your left leg high. Exhale, sweep it through. Low lunge. Rise on up to standing. You know, all 10 toes are going to point toward the top of your mat. You're going to sink low here. Woo! Find your balance. Take it as low as you like, or stay nice and high. Maybe you bring it all the way down to that bottom knee. Left knee over left ankle. Breathe. Stay right here. Maybe this feels super great. You can come on to the top of that back foot. I'm going to keep it bent today. I feel I need a little stretch in that foot. Lift your arms up to the sky. Take your baby back bend. Hands to prayer center. Remember that twist? Let's do it here. Right elbow outside of the left knee. Hands are stacked, elbows stacked. Lengthen, and then twist and look to your left side. Remember, if you're down on the knee, you can deepen your twist. Each inhale finds length. Each exhale deepens the twist. If you want to work on the balance a little bit more, rise up off that back knee. Oh my goodness, you're working on balance. That's a good thing. Hands back to prayer center. Plant the back knee if it isn't already done. Hands to the inside of that foot. Let's wiggle the left toes to the top left corner of the mat. When you're ready, maybe open up onto the pinky toe side of that foot if you like. Introduce your blocks however you like. Be on the top of the right foot. That just kind of comes naturally. It just feels better that way. Forearms down to the blocks, or no block at all. And as you're ready, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, ease into it. Let's come out of it. Once you get into it, it's time to come out in this practice. Straighten your arms. Send your left foot back to meet the right. Take the variation of your side plank you liked. Remember, you can stay down on the right knee and lift the leg up. That's totally good. You can extend both legs, kickstand them and lift, or you can glue the ankles together and lift here. Breathe. There's your side plank. Finish, hands down. You come back to your downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Walk your feet to meet your hands, or your hands to meet your feet. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. Exhale, fold, find the depth of your fold. Inhale, arms sweep up, extended mountain pose. Arms are lifted, good and high, right? Lift them up. Let's do some balancing poses. First one is tree pose, Vrikasana. Here's the deal. Find a chair if you want. Lengthen, breathe. Breathe in, breathe out, hands to prayer center. Bend your left knee, open it up to the side of the room. Kickstand your heel inside the ankle. Bring it higher if you like, or higher still. Push the foot into the leg and the leg into the foot. Check out your hips. They should be equidistant to the front of your room. Hands to prayer center, or hold on to a chair, or grow your branches. Extend your arms, and maybe even challenge yourself more by swaying your arms. Look up to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Hold on. Hands back to prayer center. Guide the knee to the front of the room and plant the left foot next to the right. Other side. You're rooted. You're strong. You got 2 feet. You got it. Let's root into one of them. Root into the left leg. Open up the right knee to the side of the room. Same pose, just on the other side. Give it a go. You can do this when you brush your teeth, whatever you want to do. Maybe just heel to ankle, or heel to ankle. Bring it up a little higher, but you want to skip over your knee. Don't put your foot on your knee. Check out your hips. If you fall out, so what? Who's perfect? Nobody's perfect. Root into the foot. Get back into the pose. Push the foot into the leg, leg into the foot, lengthen up, look up to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Grow a branch or two and sway them a little or a lot. You're solid. Don't doubt yourself. Hands back to prayer center. Guide the knee to the front of the room. Plant the left foot next to the right, right foot next to the left. You got it. That's your tree pose. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. You're back to your Samastitihi pose. Hands at prayer, shoulders soft. Tell yourself something good about you. Nobody's listening. Nobody knows what you're thinking. Make it good. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right, remember chair pose? Let's do that again as we come into eagle pose. All right, maybe you're literally seated in your chair. Good on you. Maybe you'd like to bend your knees and sink your bottom back. Really try to shift your weight into your heels. Feel what that feels like. Wiggle your toes. Hands to prayer center. Hold it here. Look forward, gaze forward. Maybe reach your arms long to the front of the room. Maybe take your hands to your shoulders. All these options. Something here is doable for you. Try it, give it a go. All right, I'm going to extend my arms. I'm going to sweep my right arm under my left, bring my palms to touch. I'm going to rise on up to a little more of a standing position. I'm going to drive my elbows down. You can take this pose in layers. I really feel expansion through my back here. I'm going to take my right leg and lift it up, cross my legs. I'm going to take the top of my right foot and hook it around my left calf, or something like that. Take the variation that works for you. Maybe you stay on both feet. A nice tight squeeze of the ankles, the elbows. Breathe. Release the foot down, sweep the arms up, extended mountain. That was a nice compression on that side. Let's do it again. Take a baby back bend, your chest lifts up to the sky. because you believe positive things about you. You're rising up. Yay! Bring your hands back up to the sky in your extended mountain. Bend your knees. Come into your chair pose. All right, remember the arm variations to the shoulders, to prayer center, or this time I'm going to sweep my left arm under my right, palms touch, elbows squeeze down as I try to gaze over my fingers. I'm going to take the weight out of my left leg, cross my right, top of the left foot, hook behind the left calf. Sit down, sit back, squeeze, shoulders back a little bit to the back wall, squeeze nice and tight, hold, finish. Left foot down to meet right foot. Arms go up, extended mountain. Be thankful for what you got. Let your arms reach back, baby back bend. Bring your hands back to prayer center for your Samastitihi pose. That was your eagle pose. Let's do something called dancer. All right, for your dancer pose, you can have a chair in front of you, and that can be your balancing point. Here's how you start. I'm gonna root into my left foot. Weight out of my right a little bit. I'm gonna start to sweep my right arm around. Sweep it around, sweep it around. I'm gonna bring my left arm up high to the sky. So I'm kind of getting really into this right shoulder. Then on one of these times, when my arm is reaching toward the back of the room, I'm gonna lift my right leg and capture the inside of my right foot with all 5 fingers. So your thumb and your 4 fingers are on the inside of the foot. Bring your knees back together. Start to kick into your back foot as you hinge forward. And the left hand is reaching to the front of the room. Kick harder, back and kick up. Maybe your hand is on that chair in front of you, that's fine. Kick and hold in your dancer. Let's finish. Right foot meets left. Both arms go up, extended mountain. Baby back bend, extended mountain. Left sides turn. Root into your feet. Weight out of the left foot a little bit. Sweep the left arm around and around and around to the back. When you're ready, reach higher out of the right fingers. Capture the inside of the left foot with the left hand. Lengthen up here and hold here. Come forward, reach forward, kick back. Dancer pose. Breathe, kick, you got it. Hold it. Finish. Left foot meets right. Come back to standing, hands to prayer center. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out, let it go. Fold forward, half pigeon pose, Ekapada Rajakapatasana. Take your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, back is flat. Exhale, plant your hands, walk them forward. Come into your down dog. Kick your right leg high to the sky. Bring your right knee behind your right wrist. Left leg goes long and strong on your mat. Top of the left foot is on the mat or on your towel. Work your right shin a little more parallel to the top of the mat. Find a block if you like and slip it under your right glutes. What this does is it keeps you honest, keeps both hips equal distant to your mat. Press into your hands and you can gaze forward. You can stay right here. You can come down to your forearms. You can let your hands rest on top of each other and bring your forehead to your hands. This is your half pigeon pose. We take this often in our restorative practice on Thursdays and Sundays. It's a very comfortable pose and you stay in it for a long period of time. Press into your hands, straighten your elbows, remove the block. Tuck your back left toes under, send your right leg back to meet the left and shake it out. Plant the right foot, left sides turn, left leg kicks high, left knee to the left wrist. Right leg, super duper long, top of the right foot on the mat. Work your left shin a little more parallel to the top of the mat. Find that block, slip it under your left glutes, hold it here. Maybe gaze forward, maybe you're feeling the nice stretch there, or bend your elbows, come down to your forearms. Crisscross your hands, maybe rest your head on your hands, shoulders away from your ears. Breathe in, breathe out. As you're ready, come on out of it. We don't stay long in today's practice. It's just running through the motions. Tuck your back right toes, send your left foot back to meet the right, shake it out. Both feet plant, you're in a down dog, shake your neck. Hinge forward, high plank, just for a second, and then you're gonna come down to your belly, to your knees, whatever. Come all the way down, tops of your feet on your mat. Hands underneath your collarbones. Elbows hugged in, tops of your feet pressed into your mat. Lengthen through the crown of your head and then exhale. On the next inhale, rise on up in your chest. Push a little bit of weight into your hands. Maybe come on up to your fingertips. Feel the compression in your low back. Maybe no weight in your hands at all. Lift a little higher. There's your cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Hands come down, head comes down. Rest on your left cheek. Arms down by your sides. Breathe. Head back to the midline. Bend your knees now and kind of kick yourself in the bottom. Keep that up. Maybe you stay right here doing this. Perhaps you reach your hands around and capture the outsides of your ankles. Wiggle your knees back to the midline. Keep your chin toward the midline of your body. When you're ready, kick into your hands. Lift out of your chest. Maybe thighs lift up and you balance on your pelvis and your floor bow. Finish. Come on down. Arms release. Palms face down. Turn your head so your right cheek is on the mat. Breathe in, breathe out. Head back to the midline. Bend your elbows again and put your hands under your collarbones. Press on up to a seal pose. So you're gazing forward. Soften in your glutes. Rise on up to standing on your knees. Once on your knees, bring your shoulders up over your hips. Press your hands into your low back. Squeeze your elbows toward your spine and look up to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Maybe look higher, like right overhead as if a raindrop were going to fall right between your eyes. Or maybe you look even farther, all the way back to where the ceiling and the wall meet at the back of your room. Come on back up, shoulders over your hips, and come on down and have a seat. Take a seated forward fold. Legs long, toes to the sky, fingers to the sky. Exhale, reach forward. Reach forward. Oh, that feels good in the low back. Capture your ankles, your calves, whatever you can reach. Hug your elbows in and fold more forward. Send your gaze toward your knees. Breathe. Big inhale, and really use that big exhale. Think of your belly button going back to your spine, allowing you to fold in half even more. There you go. Come on up, shoulders over your hips. Grab your eye shade and your towel and bring them up by your shoulders. All right, hands to prayer center. Back to that mantra. Lengthen up, tell yourself something good, and then come back to recline. We're going to do a brief little bridge pose. Arms down by your sides, bend your knees, push into your feet, sending your hips up to the sky. Now wiggle your shoulders closer to your spine and lift your hips even higher. Breathe. Finish. Roll your spine down one vertebra at a time. Left leg extends. Hug the right knee in with your interlaced fingers and circle the ankle right. Circle the ankle left. Left leg extends. Now it's the other leg's turn. Bend your knee. Interlace fingers. Hug it in. Squeeze it in. Circle the ankle this way. Circle the ankle that way. Let both legs go long. Arms down by your sides. Lift both legs up to the sky. Point your toes and then flex your feet. Point and flex. Work it on down. And continue pointing and flexing, or just keep your feet still if it's too much to think about. And just start to lower your legs. Maybe think of it as like a crank. Every time you point, you come a little lower. And there you go. All the way down. All the way down. Once you're all the way down, it's time for final Shavasana. A little bit of space between your heels, so maybe they're kind of touching the edges of your mat. Let your pinky toes fall toward the edges of your mat. Cover your eyes with your eye shade or your towel. It's nice to block out the world. Arms down by your sides, shoulders away from your ears. Maybe kind of retuck those shoulder blades again. Breathe in, sigh it out. Let your body be heavy and let your heart be light. Let it go. Soften the area between your eyebrows and be at peace. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. If you've got your remote nearby, and that's a good idea to have your remote nearby and just pause the video so you can stay here and rest and recover for, maybe 5 minutes. It's not very long, but you do it as long as you like. And when you're ready to resume the practice, all you do is push the play again. Take a deep breath in The big sighing breath out. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circle your wrists and your ankles. Inhale, reach high overhead and stretch it out. Remember how we pointed the toes and reached through the fingers? Do that again. And when you're ready, bend your elbows and your knees and roll into a fetal position. A position of beginning, right? Use your low arms bicep as a pillow for your head. Relax your top shoulder. Eyes are closed. Breathe. Let it go. And when you're ready, float on up with or without your hands. Eyes opened or closed. Just be aware of what you're doing and just try something a little different. Hands to prayer center, back to your mantra. What did you say positively about yourselves? Lock that in your mind. Take a deep breath in and a sighing breath out. Blink your eyes open. Ta-da! You did it. Congratulations. You did a 1-hour yoga practice. You're starting the year off right. All right, so you had a stress number in the beginning. What was it? But more importantly, what is it? Yoga brings your stress down. It's the second step to being happier. It's moving your body. First step, you just got to be happy. Put a smile on your face. It really helps. All right, so you may not be exactly where you want to be, but you're closer than you were an hour ago. Don't burn out. Burn brightly and show up. Be consistent. Be persistent. You got this. Remember, less is more. See you on your mats tomorrow. Love you guys. Goodbye. Hello. Have a good day. You're a good girl. You're still here, and I'm really glad for that. Keep this in mind. The path is made through repetition. Keep showing up, and good things will happen. You know that. I'm glad that you're still sticking around. Tell your friends what the yoga's doing for you. Our yoga is free for anybody and everybody on Facebook and YouTube, and they can join in anytime from the privacy of their own home. Tell them about our practice, please. If you'd like to support our broadcast, you can visit our website. It's www.316yoga.com. Stay on your path, enjoy your yoga, and have a great rest of your day. See you on your mats tomorrow.